Hey everybody, today we are going to be doing a juxtaposition self-portrait. What that entails is you're going to take a photo with you and possibly a friend in a frame, and then you're going to create a juxtaposition composition where you make it look kind of surreal. So some of the concepts that this entails is self-portrait, which is a portrait of an artist done by the artist. Surrealism, which is creating art from your dreams. Exposure is a measure of the amount of light in which a photo is taken, and the example shown below shows you different exposures. And then juxtaposition, which is the act or an instance of placing two or more things side by side, often to compare or contrast or to create an interesting effect. And right here you can see how they did that with the trees in each different picture. Now the requirements are going to be that I want you to create a composition showing this juxtaposition, incorporate surreal components into your composition, use at least 8 layers, use reflections and shadows in your composition, adjust the lighting on one of your background layers, and obviously I want you to put your signature on your project. So the first step is you want to take your photograph, and you can use your phone obviously. You might need help holding the frame up because the background of your frame will be a totally different picture than the outside background of your frame, if that makes sense. Now, in order to get the photo from your phone to your computer, I strongly suggest either emailing it to yourself or uploading it in Google Classroom, which is always helpful, or you can even use Google Photos. However, just get it onto your computer. Maybe you have a charging cord. So if you don't know how to do that, I will leave a link in the description below that shows you how to do that. But honestly, come on people, if you don't know how to get a photograph from your phone to your computer, Lord help us all. Alright, so second step is you're going to hopefully download your photo onto your computer somehow, however you did that, and then you're going to open up Photoshop or Photopea, either one. They're very similar, so if for those photo peepers out there, you can use Photopea, that's fine. I just think Photoshop's better, but Photopea's free. So there's a plug for Photopea. Anytime they want to send me sponsorship money, I'd really appreciate it. Anyways, file open. We're going to open up that photo. There it is. The third step, after you've uploaded it, if you opened it, you want to erase everything except the frame and then the inside person. So you want to get rid of all this. So the first thing you want to do is you want to unlock your layer. So go over there and unlock it. Second step is, excuse me, you might want to zoom in around the edge of your frame, like this close. And as always, get your polygonal lasso tool, one of my favorite tools. Love me some polygonal. Let's go ahead and click on that, and then we're going to start right here, this top part. Just click once, and remember, every time you click, it sets an anchor point. Now, to stay zoomed in and still use your polygonal lasso tool, you will have to hold down the space bar on your keyboard. So when you see that, when I do that, the little hand pops up, beep boop, beep boop. So I'm going to hold down the space bar, scroll down, let go of the space bar, then you got your polygonal lasso tool back. Click. I'm just going to click right along the edge of this frame all the way down. Now when you get to a hand, it's your call, but I would definitely include the hand, so I'm going to be very careful going around this. And I'd like to thank my 2 students for volunteering to be a part of this tutorial. Without them, it could not be done. Now, I could grab this part right in here, but I'm not going to. I'm going to keep going on the hand because the hand is the only thing I want. Alright, So I go back to the frame, because again, you want to be on the frame. Go right here to the edge, to the corner. Hold down spacebar. Click over here, make sure I'm still, you know, I'd click every once in a while, make sure you're still following the edge. You don't know if that edge moves at all. So I'm going, being very careful. Beep, boop, boop, beep. And then right here, that was horrible. I got a little bit of the, I'll fix that later. Still going around the hand. Hold down the space bar. Now when I get back up to here, I have to make some decisions. Yeah, I do want to include that little part. And then I'm just continuing along up the edge of the frame, and I get to the part where somebody's holding it up for stability. I'm cutting them out. They do not need to be in this. Alright, so when you get to your original spot, you want to double click and then go to View, Fit on Screen. So right now, if I hit backspace, I would erase her. I don't want to do that. So I want to go to Select Inverse. Don't forget that, people. So many people forget. You got to inverse. Now look, now you can see the selection is switched. Now if I hit backspace, there we go. Now the rest is pretty easy. You're just going to cut out right here and then right here. So basically, you're still going to cut out the frame. So I'm going to go up to this corner right here, get my polygonal lasso tool, click, click, holding down the space bar, holding down the space bar. I'm just going to go right down there. Might want to every now and then click to create an anchor point. Now we get down to her hand, obviously you want to include that. So you're very careful going around that, going around this, and then you go up here like that. Very careful. I always cut a little bit inside just to get rid of any fringe, so you can see there's a little bit of pixels on the other side. That's fine. Nobody's gonna know. Nobody's gonna know. So when you get close to the edge of the frame again, you want to click back up here. And I'm making sure I'm grabbing a little brown in there. I don't want to have any fringe showing. And I'm going to go up here like so. I don't need his hand. Remember, you don't need that hand because it's not going to be there. And then I go all the way over here. And then once you get to the original spot, double click, View, Fit on Screen, and backspace, and it's gone. Look at that. Lastly, if you have any other spots you need to erase, obviously you want to zoom in on that and use the polygonal lasso tool to erase it, like so. Double click to complete the circuit, go to View, Fit on Screen, backspace, select, deselect. Now, what I like to do, and I strongly suggest this, and this is how I got good at Photoshop, is just you gotta hone in on the details. So a lot of times people have this like really hard, you know, edge around their stuff. I want to do a little bit of a fringe. So here's what I want you to do. This is just, we're just taking it up a notch. We're just going to use a magic wand tool. I'm going to select around that. I'm going to hold down Shift on my keyboard and get these other empty spots. All right, so see, everything's selected. Then I'm going to go to Select, Modify Feather. I'm just going to feather it. Let's just try 2. Let's do 3. Let's do 3. Yeah, let's do 3. That's it. So select 3. Hit OK, and then just hit backspace a couple times. Beep, boop. Maybe that was too much. Maybe just once. All right. Select, deselect. Now when you put a background on it, it'll look better. Just trust me. Just trust me on this one. All right. So the juxtaposition, this is the fun part. You gotta figure out, okay, what kind of background do I want for this part as opposed to this part. Now what I like to do is make sure the horizon line is the same all throughout. So if it's maybe it's a picture back here and then it changes the picture in here, but the horizon line is the same. It looks pretty cool. So let me see if I can find a photo that will do that. What I like to look up is surreal, I know how to spell, background. Surreal background. Let's see what we got here. This is a nice one. Ooh, that's pretty cool too. So I'm gonna choose one that has like something like that. But always look up here where it says tools. Go to the size and make sure it's large. All right, so it eliminates some of them. So I'm just looking for a horizon line like that I can use. I mean, I like that, but I don't know. It doesn't speak to me. It's got to speak to you. So find one this is probably the part that takes the longest, is just trying to find photos that work. Ooh, that's pretty cool. But I don't like it. Not for this anyways. So maybe you don't even have to look up surreal, just like, oh, there we go. I'll use that one. So right click, copy image, edit, paste. There we go. All right, it's working now. I'm going to zoom out a little bit, so it's Control minus, Control T, which is edit free transform. I need to make this way smaller. I'm doing something different, obviously. So I'm going to put that right there. Alright, and I'm going to drag it underneath. Now, the thing I need to realize is, do I want it for the outside or do I want it for the inside? So first I'm going to find another picture that's, I don't know, similar but different. So let's look up. Yeah, let's do that. That's too small. It's too small. I thought I looked up large. So it looks like it's about halfway, and then we got that right there. So I'm trying to find a picture that has a similar structure to that, but is different. I'm going to use that one. Copy. Edit. Paste. Edit. Free transform. Oh, where's that line? There it is, right? Right there. See it? See that line right there? View fit on screen. So you can see it better. I'm going to try to match up this line to that line. So it looks like it's right about there. Maybe rotate it just a smidge. But again, I don't know if I like it. Does it go with it? No, not really. It's the same colors. So like I said, this could be the part that takes a while. So say you do want to use it. We'll just go ahead and use it. You want to go to this layer right here. This layer right here. Use your magic wand tool. Select around it. See how I did that? But look, it's missing some. Oh, that's fine. After you do that, if you hit backspace, nothing's going to happen. But if you go to layer 2, this layer, and hit backspace, it does get rid of it. Select, deselect. Now, if this does happen to you, you notice this spot right here. I'm going to turn this off. We need to fill that. So if you remember, oh, look at that. So even's got her fingers right there. I'm going to go right here. I'm going to just select right here, right there. All right, see how I selected that, right? I'm going to turn on this layer, make sure I'm highlighted it. Now this is only if you have a gap. Go to Edit, Fill, Content, Aware. It should fill it for you. Select, deselect, and then you turn on that one. So for right now, we have 3 layers. I only need 5 more. So this is where you just have fun and just throw in random stuff. Now, if you wanted to put like a blending option on this layer, so you double click on it, go to like a drop shadow, you know, change the angle. You can do that, and you create that little depth that you need if you need that. So don't sleep on the blending options. So we created that little space right there. Now what could we put? What could she be petting? I don't know. The other one, I think I had a rainbow. But just look up PNGs. Now look up horse PNG. See what happens. We'll do this one. Nah, not a PNG. You know it's PNG if you see the gray and white checkerboard background. So right click, save image as. If it's PNG, you want to save image as. You don't want to copy it. So save image as. If it's PNG, hit save. Make sure you know where you saved it. File, open. A desktop. It's right there. Open. Look right here. I'm going to take this, drag it down, use the move tool, and just move it on in. Look at there. Ooh, it's all done for you. All cut out. Edit. Retransform. You rotate it a little bit. Maybe make it a little smaller. There we go. But it looks weird because her hand's underneath. So I'm going to move it underneath that layer. There we go. And then you put it there. It's a cute little horse. She's petting the horse. See, there you go. And then maybe you wanted the horse to look like he was in motion. I'm gonna duplicate this layer. Duplicate the horse layer. I got 2 of them. See, boom, 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 boom. I'm gonna use the one underneath. I'm gonna go to filter, blur, motion blur, and the angle is. If I zoom out a little bit here, I want the angle to go this way, so that's kind of the angle I got. Okay, you mess around with the distance. Okay, that's good. And then what you do is you grab the move tool and you just move it slightly to the left, like that, and then turn down the opacity to where you like it, so it looks like it's, you know, blurred moving. Again, you don't have to do that, but it does add a layer. You see that? It does add a layer. Maybe I overdid it. I think I overdid it, people. Oh, jeez. Yeah, I overdid it. So I'm going to edit, undo. There we go. Not do it so much. There we go. There we go. Yeah, now it looks like it's moving. Now I'll turn down the opacity just to scotch. There we go. So now right now we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 layers. We just need 3 more. I'm gonna hit the requirements. So you can look up more PNGs. Just look up random stuff like I don't know, butterfly PNG. Remember, if it's PNG, you gotta save it. Now this looks like it is a PNG, but it's not. You can tell it's not a PNG because it's got that crap on it. You can tell it's PNG if it takes a while to load, and then you see a gray and white checkerboard. These aren't PNGs. These aren't PNGs. This might be a PNG. I'm not even testing it. None of these are PNG. There we go. Here's one. So let's save these. Save images. Open it up, file, open. There they are. Open, and then look, just drag this down just a smidge. Grab your move tool. Grab one of the butterflies or whatever it is. Move it in. Close that. View, zoom out. Because we need to make these butterflies smaller. So Control T. And then you can put these maybe on the very top. I don't know. Maybe they're just dancing around. And if you don't want to use one, look, just grab your eraser tool. Beep boop. Turn off caps lock. And it's gone. Well, it was. There he is. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 layers. The signature counts as 1, so you can do that. So let's add one more thing to put on here, which is crazy. What kind of doesn't go with any of this? Yeah, let's look up a rainbow PNG. I don't like any of these. You know what? I like this one. Save image as, because it's PNG, hit save, go back to Photoshop, file, open it up. Oh, it's not a PNG. Look, it's indexed. If you ever have this happen to you, like, I don't know what to do. I can't move it. It's not a PNG. It's not moving. Oh no, look at that. It's okay, people. Edit, undo. You see what it says index? Index. It's got to be RGB. So if that ever happens, image mode, RGB color. Now it'll move, except we still want to get rid of the background. So I'm going to select the magic wand tool. Select that. Oh, I gotta unlock it first. Backspace. Backspace. Now see how that's a true PNG now. Select, deselect. Now it'll move in. So if I drag that down, move it in. Beep boop. Nope. And then put that, yeah, put that right there. It's coming out of that balloon. Yeah. Alright, and then you can even make that glow if you want. So go to blending options, put a little outer glow on that bad boy. Let's see what that looks like. Can't even see it because the opacity's turned down. There we go. And you can obviously change the color. I'm gonna leave it white. Ooh, maybe put even a drop shadow. I love drop shadows. King of drop shadow, me, that's me. Ooh, look at that. And then turn down the opacity a little bit. You can always mess around with that. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 layers. Only need one more, but I'm still messing around. Obviously, I want you to put as much in here as you can. But I'm gonna go back. I'm gonna go down to this layer right here. I'm gonna create a little lens flare right on top of that balloon or whatever that is. So I'm on this layer. Beep boop, beep boop, beep. Go to filter, render, lens flare. You're gonna move it right where you think it starts. So right about there, and you can choose from different ones. And then obviously you can turn up the intensity or whatever. So yeah, that's good. So let's see what it looks like. I choose Movie Prime. Movie Prime. Let's see what it looks like. Okay. Yeah, it starts right there. It goes right there. That's nice. So it looks like I got decent coverage. This is A-worthy. Why not? You totally changed it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Let's add the last layer, which is my signature. If I don't have my signature, pretend I do. You just open it up, slap it on. Now, if you don't have it, that's fine. That's fine. Don't stress. Just go over here to the type tool. Horizontal. Choose a font you like. And you just click once, and then maybe type in your initials. Or, I don't know, your last name. It's way too small. I mean, you really have to have amazing eyesight to see that. So what I'm going to do is going to edit, free transform, and then make it bigger. There we go. So if you type and you can't see it, don't worry, just make it bigger. So that goes right there. And then we will maybe add some blending options on this bad boy. We'll do a little drop shadow, not that deep. And then maybe make that, there we go. And maybe do a little gradient overlay. Not with that color. I want to do it, yeah, there we go. Maybe a little stroke action too, there we go. Oh, it looks so nice, so nice. All right, hit OK. View, fit on screen. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. You definitely juxtapose because we went from, well, those are two different backgrounds. And then maybe I want to go to this rainbow layer. Just do a slight bit of erasing with the soft eraser right here, so it dissolves in there. There we go. That looks so much better there. So it's not so. Looks more subtle. And then yeah, you just go File, Save As, save a copy if you want it to be a JPEG. I always strongly suggest going File, Export. Quick export as PNG, and then Surreal Portrait. You hit all the requirements. 8 layers, signature. It's juxtaposed. It's a self-portrait. Yeah, we use reflections and shadows with the blending options. Yeah, it's great. So that's it's done. And then you just submit it in Google Classroom. If you don't know how to do that, Lord help us all. It's fourth quarter, people. You should know how to put and submit a photo or your work into Google Classroom. Seriously. If you don't, guess what? On the stream, on the front page, is how to turn in work. You just have to scroll to the bottom. So if you don't know how to do that, if you're one of my students, just come up and see me and I'll show you. But again, it's fourth quarter. You should know how to do it. Anyways, I hope you created something that you're pretty jazzed about, or that you like, or something that you're proud of. As you go through life, just remember, where your focus goes, your energy flows. God bless everybody.